They opened the door and he said, "What's wrong?" And all I said was, "I don't know." Hello you guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. As you can tell from the title, this is going to be a story time about the time I took too many Benedryl and ended up in this psych ward, but we're not going to be talking about the psych ward in this story. I'm going to be telling you the story leading up to that, what happened, to the best that I can remember, because this was over 2 years ago, almost 3 I think, maybe like 2.5, I don't know. I can't remember the exact date or what month or anything like that, so bear with me. If you want a story time on more in depth about going to the psych ward, the adult psych ward or the child psych ward, let me know, because I've actually never told those stories, which is pretty shocking because they're quite interesting. Let me know down below if you'd like to hear it. This story is going to be a little all over the place. I'm going to try my best to remember things, and it's just been so long, and I was in a headspace where you don't really remember everything, so a lot of what I'm going to tell you is stuff I've heard from other people. I'm going to give you a little backstory, okay? I was 18 years old, living on my own. This, I believe, yes, this was around the time when I was living with that really nasty, my ex, ew, not even my ex, just, I don't know, a piece of slime. So I was living with a piece of slime, and so at this point, I think there was like a 40-year-old dude at our apartment as well. It was very weird that he was friends with him. It was just strange. Anyways, I don't really know what escalated the situation, but back in the day, I made very bad impulsive decisions. I don't know if any of y'all know me, but hi, I'm Brandy, and I used to make some of the worst decisions ever. I must have gotten into a fight with the idiot, with slime or something. I'm not really sure, but I ended up taking a bunch of Benedryl. And by the way, I've taken a lot of Benedryl multiple times. I do not condone that. Bad things will happen, scary things will happen, you will hear things probably if you take a lot. It's weird, it's very stupid, don't do it. I had taken too many, and then what ended up happening is, I don't remember this at all, and this just shows how shitty of a person that my ex was. He had me drive my car to the gas station. I remember this. I don't remember actually driving. I drove him and his friend to the gas station. It was not very far away or anything, but still, like, why would you do that? I knew I was messed up, and they went inside, and the next thing that happened was, I guess I just decided to drive away. Like, this is stuff I've heard from other people, so, which I know is true. So I guess, I don't know what I was thinking in my head, but I just drove to a street where, by the way, I literally didn't know anyone that lived on the street. I didn't know this house that I ended up going up to. I never went over there, but I ended up driving to this random place. I make it there in one piece. Don't know how. Literally, I'm just such a good driver. But I messed up, remember. So I park, and this is where I don't really remember much at all, especially, but what I was told from this person, which I will explain because I ended up talking to this person, but what I was told from this person that lived in this house was that I walked up to this guy's house, and I don't believe I knocked on the door or anything, but maybe I did, I don't know, but they somehow knew I was there. They opened the door, and he said, "What's wrong?" And all I said was, "I don't know." Turned around, walked away. I had a shirt in my hand, I guess. My car used to have so much shit in it though, so that I do understand. Like, I probably had an extra shirt or something, I don't know. But I had a shirt, I was holding my shirt in my hand. Not the one I was wearing, by the way. And this guy said I just dropped it on his front porch. And he was like, hey, you dropped your shirt. And I just kept walking, literally said nothing. And then I guess what had happened was that I ended up going and sitting in my passenger side door. I don't know why. And I guess I ended up getting out of the car. I don't know if the guy had followed me at this point. I wish I had the text messages because this guy told me literally everything I did, like word for word. But this was so long ago, it was on my old phone. I even tried to look. I don't have the text messages. I'm very sad about that. But that's why I'm trying to remember best I can. What eventually ended up happening was I got out of the car and I went back to this guy's house. And I went through his backyard. I guess he was inside at this point. And I went through his backyard, and I guess I tried to go through his back door. And so his neighbors actually called the cops on me. I don't know what I was doing. Honestly, I got lucky that this wasn't a really weird person who could have just raped me or something, kidnapped me. You never know. Like, that's what I'm saying. Don't ever do this, because something bad could have happened to me, like, seriously, because I was not in the right mindset and I was trying to get into a random dude's house. The cops get called and they end up talking to this guy. He did not want to press charges. He was not the one who called the cops. But the cops started talking to me, and by this time I think I was back in my car. I guess I gave up on trying to get into his house, and I went back and I was actually in the normal side of the car. And I remember cops pulling up, and this is actually where I start to remember things a little bit, probably because I was just so scared at this moment. There was 2 cops, I remember this clearly. They came up to me. I rolled my window down. And I remember there being like a nice cop and a bad cop. Like how they say in the movies, a good cop, bad cop. One was really rude and one was nice. And they're asking me like, what are you doing? And I have no idea why I said this, you guys. But I was working at Pizza Hut at the time. And I was a delivery driver. So I told them, oh, I'm delivering pizzas. I'm delivering pizzas. Like, I'm not wearing my Pizza Hut shirt. I don't have a Pizza Hut bag, like, to deliver the pizza. I didn't just deliver a pizza. I'm just sitting here at this house. So, they actually call Pizza Hut. It was only a couple minutes away, too, this Pizza Hut. They call Pizza Hut. My friend Cassie answers. She had no idea what was going on, so she didn't, like, want to get me in trouble or anything, but she was like, no, she's not here. But she didn't know, like, what was happening. So, you know, no blame on her, obviously, because it's my own fault, you know, and she's not gonna lie because nothing would have happened. Even if she would have said, oh, she's working, they'd be like, she's definitely on something, so how could you allow her to work? Anyways, they called, came back to me, said, she said you're not working. I just got really mad. I just remember being like, yes, I am. Like, I think in my head at this moment that I kind of believed that I was working. Does that make any sense? I don't know. I feel like you'd have to, like, have done this to understand, which I don't know why you'd want to do this or why you've done this. So I don't know, I got really mad, and what ended up happening was that they took me in to, they didn't arrest me, but they took me to the hospital because, like, I wasn't doing anything illegal really, except, you know, driving. Well, you're not supposed to be driving, whatever, but I wasn't like, I don't know, you know what I mean? I don't know, but they obviously knew I was not in the right mind state or state of mind, so they ended up taking me. I just remember being very frustrated and upset, and so I got taken to the hospital. I don't really remember much of this either at all, but I know I was at the hospital for a little while and that they admitted me into the psych ward. I don't know if that took like a couple days because usually it's a long wait there in Washington, Spokane. It was horrible. You had to just lay in a hospital bed for like 4 days. It was so bad. Or you don't even have a room and you're just sitting and sitting and sitting. I have no idea. That part, I mean, I don't really remember. So what happened with this person in my car, because you may be wondering what happened to your car, blah, blah, blah. My car sat there. I was able to contact my dad. My dad knew where my car was, so he moved it. Because I gave the cops had my keys, so my dad was able to pick it up. There was a note on my car from this person saying, here's my number, blah, blah, you left some things here, whatever. So I contacted him. It was so embarrassing, you guys. When I contacted him, like, I explained to him, you know, I was messed up on stuff, blah, blah, blah. He was really nice. I ended up going to his house and getting my things, except I did get the vibe that he, like, wanted to hang out. It was really weird. He's like, you want to come smoke? And I'm like, no. But I got my glasses back, my shirt was there, and yeah, it was just a very weird experience. He said that he did not tell his neighbors to call the cops on me. They just went ahead and did it. He said he didn't even like those neighbors. Don't ever take way too many Benadryl. It's very stupid. Nothing good will happen. Never drive when you're on something. Have good people in your life that won't let you drive when you're on something, because those are just really bad people. Like, I would never let someone I care about just drive me to a gas station just because I want to go to the gas station and I'm too pathetic and I don't have a car. Like, no. What? Anyways, hopefully you found some sort of, you learned something out. Maybe you got a lesson to never do this. So yeah, if you'd like to hear what happened after this and me going to the psych ward, it's kind of a blur. Like I said, me being at the hospital, I don't remember at all. I didn't have to like get anything pumped or anything. I have taken a lot of Benadryl in my life. I've had other stories about Benadryl where I took way too many and it was just not a good situation. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you don't mind, I would really like it if you would give this video a thumbs up. Every like helps, okay? Every like helps. I literally look like Squidward. And hopefully you subscribe. I'd really appreciate it if you want to hear more interesting storytime videos and other videos that I do, because I make other videos other than just story times. So yeah, I also want to dye my hair like purple right now. Like, I'm seriously just in the hair dyeing mood. So that may happen soon, but I don't really know. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Say the words to remember.